Yo, it's Sharp from Internet Smarks here to bring you a two-part video. The first part is going to be, I got a fucking huge pimple on my face. The first part is going to be, I'm bringing it to you now, your NXT review. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I'm reading the spoilers, and it's just like every other, takeover, every other NXT taping that happens before a takeover special. I sound terrible. Rich Swann and Noah somebody were fighting. It ended in no contest. Sandy ran in and beat the hell out of both of them. Eric Young cut a promo, said that the world is hanging on by a thread, and that he said that they tried to do it your way, and it didn't get. And what did it get? Now they're going to take. He said the No Way Jose walking out and challenging Eric Young to a match. It never happened. And as Sanity laid him out. So I guess it's going to lead to some No Way Jose Sanity thing. I guess No Way Jose and Rich Swann probably be in some feud with Sanity, I guess. I don't know. The last episode of NXT, if you remember, it was Liv Morgan, Ember Moon, and Aaliyah fighting off Peyton Royce and Billie Kay. At the end of the match, well, after the match, they had like some some promo backstage, and they said, it's 3-on-2. The numbers is in our advantage. And it was, I challenge y'all. We challenge you to a fight if you can find somebody who wants to fight with you. Blah blah blah. In the back of my mind, I was thinking either Mandy Rose or Daria. It was Daria. Aaliyah's from Toronto, so she got the big reaction from the crowd. Ember Moon got a decent reaction. Ember Moon won the match. Nothing really special happened here. So that part of the video is done. NXT, not really, pretty much just recaps, some bullshit. Wasn't really too exciting. It never is after a takeover. The last one, they had a Ty Dillinger match I was interested to see because he was just super fucking hot and super hot as in terms of his reaction with the crowd. He was white hot with the crowd. That don't pause me because in wrestling terms, hot is hot with the crowd. He's white hot with the crowd. Everybody was doing the 10 thing and all that shit like that. Yeah, this one, Eric Young got a nice promo. Sandy got a good reaction. Aaliyah got a good reaction because she's from Toronto. Besides that, not much to really speak of. That part of the video is done. Next part is the NXT TakeOver review that I have not done yet, and I'm doing right now. So, yeah, that will be now after this glorious bomb.
Glorious! No, I won't give in till I'm victorious. And I will defend.
And here we are. The main part of this video, everything, NXT TakeOver Toronto was everything we wanted it to be. It was absolutely fucking brilliant. It started off perfectly. A choir sang the glorious one Bobby Roode down to the ring. Just perfect. In his home, everybody was singing along with him. And it was perfect. The choir, the robe, everything. And it's just like you're feeling Bobby Roode be made. He's being made into this fucking superstar. And I wonder who he's being made out to be so great and so glorious for. I feel like that's for the NXT Championship. We'll get to that later on. But Bobby Roode came out, Ty Dillinger came out, of course. As I said earlier, he's white hot with the crowd. He has been. That 10 thing has been great. Hopefully he goes to the Royal Rumble at number 10 because that would blow the fucking roof off. Bobby Roode won this match. A good match. I did not expect it to be that good of a match. 60 minutes, 28 seconds. Bobby Roode won. Good match. They have a nice little story. Some chemistry there. Something maybe I personally thought that Ty Dillinger was going to go straight up to the main roster and probably debut this week, but it didn't happen. Um, but we'll see. I do believe Ty is going to be going to the main roster very soon. We'll see. Next match, the down point of the night, as we all thought it would be, the Authors of Pain defeated TM 6-1 with Paul Ellering suspended in a cage above the ring. One spot in this match, actually a couple spots in this match, we'll talk about it. Shane Thorne did some fucking, whatever the hell you want to call it, some flip off the platform. It was absolutely fucking crazy. TM 6-1 proved a lot of people wrong, in a sense that people thought that, they're just whatever. They're actually very talented. It's just that we don't know them yet. The connection we have with DIY, with the Revival, Samoa Joe, Asuka, Shinsuke, Ty Dillinger, we don't have that with them yet. We don't feel invested in them yet. And it happens the more we learn to get to know who they are and their journey here and, their struggle to get to WWE. That'll come. So I'm not really too worried about that yet. They're not going to be in the main roster for a while. So that doesn't really bother me. There's another part of this match that was kind of weird. A chain got dropped down by Paul Ellering down to the ring. And I think it was Razar. Tried to hit Nick Miller with it. And the chain flew into the crowd. I hope that didn't hit anybody. I'm recording this on Wednesday, so I'm pretty sure it didn't. But yeah, that was kind of scary. Yeah, I was just paying one, of course, and Goldust was out there without the face paint, and it's kind of weird not seeing Cody Rhodes there, like he was last year. But Triple H was out there too. We all kind of knew from the beginning when we saw this bracket it was kind of being made for Authors of Pain to win. Yeah, so there we go. DIY versus the Revival. 2 out of 3 falls. I didn't think it was possible for these two to put on a better match than they did. Takeover Brooklyn, too. They did it. Storytelling, technical mastery. Both of these teams are on the top of their games. The Revival, I always say the Young Bucks are better than them. I do enjoy the Young Bucks more because they have more freedom to do more things. But the Revival is so good. They are so good. They're so good as a tag team. They're one of the greatest tag teams in the world. And I hope the WWE sees that they're one of the greatest tag teams in the world. And when they do get up to SmackDown, I think it'll be SmackDown. I feel like, honestly, if I was booking a show next week, I would have the Riots versus American Alpha. I would have the Alphas hit Grand Amplitude on Randy Orton, or something happens there where he gets taken out for a match, something like that. Because he needs to take time off to spend with his newborn anyway. So I would do something like that where it's like he didn't hit Grand Amplitude on Randy Orton, then they turn on Orton, and then American Alpha thinks they've got away and they're safe, and then bam, the Revival comes and sneaks it from behind, and then that leads to that. Like a little triple threat thing for the title or something like that. That would be a great match. The Revival is so good, and they need to be treated as such. The ball was dropped greatly with the club, Gallows and Anderson. I don't want to see the same thing happen to the Revival. I don't want to see the same thing happen to the Raw Villains happen to them. I want to see the same thing happen to the Ascension happen to them, because they're really putting tag team wrestling in WWE back on the map. Because we see, look at what we have on the main roster. We have a bickering Cesaro and Sheamus as like the top face tag team. Well, the second best tag team on Monday Night Raw. And, you can't do anything with that. You can't do anything with that. That's not a real tag team. As opposed to the Revival that's been doing this for years. And they have, from the mechanics to what they are now, from this Dash and Dawson to the Revival, it's just they've grew as a team, they've grown as performers, and they've matured in such a way that they're probably the top tag team in WWE, and probably in my list, my opinion, number 2 in the world, or number 1 in the world. It's getting to that point where them and the Young Bucks are interchangeable. They're just so good. Yeah, I talked about the Rival enough, but DIY won this match. I couldn't believe it. I was so ecstatic. There were so many spots in this match where I just like lost my mind. You hear I'm sick, and it was even worse watching that. It was just everything about this match was just done so perfectly. And NXT again just putting on a phenomenal show. DIY new tag team champions. Great match. Probably one of the best tag team matches I've seen in WWE in a very long time. Probably I might edge American Alpha, the Revival, from Takeover. What did they call it? The one in April, whatever. Takeover Dallas. Yeah, Takeover Dallas. I might edge that match slightly because I felt more connected to American Alpha than I did DIY, even though it's similar in the story, but it's close. I don't know. I have to watch each match again and then see which one I feel more invested in. Even watching it, probably like the 7th and 8th time that I watched that match is just so good. Great match, just perfect. Everything was done perfectly. Congratulations to Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa for everything that they've done in the past few years. It's crazy because I remember watching these guys at PWG, all the stuff that they do, and all the independent stuff. Then they get here, and now they had 13,000 people chanting DIY, clapping for them. It's a great thing to see. They made it. They're here to stay, and I'm glad they are. Next match, Asuka versus Mickie James. Another good match, 13 minutes. So looks like maybe DIY and the Revival kind of maybe went over a little bit. It seemed a little short because Mickie kind of topped fast. Mickie still has it. Asuka's still dominant. She didn't run through Mickie like she did everybody else, but she needs a challenge, and I feel like Amber Moon would be that challenge for her. I feel like they might just keep maybe bringing another one-off appearance just to fight her, and then Amber Moon's gonna be like, enough, I want her, and blah 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 blah. Maybe that could be what it is. But this was a good match. It was probably it pains me to say this was the second worst match of the night because it wasn't even bad. None of the matches were bad. It's what happens with a takeover show. They're never bad. No match on the card is ever bad because they know what they're doing, as opposed to what we've seen in Survivor Series. You've seen the Survivor Series stuff. All I gotta say is the minute 25 seconds that tells you everything that's wrong with the main roster, as opposed to NXT and how that's run. Back to this match though, Asuka, she caught her in an ankle lock outside the ring and then hit her with the German while she had her ankle trapped. That was insane. That's so crazy. It was a good match. Mickie looked very good in this match. Mickie still has it. Hopefully they bring her back for some more stuff. Maybe bring her up to the main roster a little bit. Maybe we have her intertwined with some of the new girls or something like that. But we'll see. The second biggest shocker of the weekend, besides the main event of Survivor Series, Samoa Joe, the first ever two-time NXT champion. Shinsuke had the entrance, of course. He had violinists all over the goddamn place playing his entrance theme. Samoa Joe came out with just Samoa Joe. No special, no pageantry. Just, I want to fight. And that's Samoa Joe's thing. I'm here to fight. I'm not here for the fancy entrances, the fancy gear, the crowd singing and the chants. I'm not here for that. I'm here to get my title back. I'm here to fight. I'm here to win. And Samoa Joe, he caught him. He cheated. Heel. I'm fine with it. Hit him with a low blow. Spiked him on the ring on the steel steps again. Throws him back in the ring. Muscle buster 1, 2, 3. Jaw dropped. Shinsuke's first loss in NXT. I don't believe it. That's the show. My opinion. 4 out of 5 stars. 4.5 out of 5. Don't watch Survivor Series. Then watch this because you'll think this is the greatest show ever. Very good show though. All the takeovers are good. I think there's gonna be another one for the Royal Rumble. I personally can't wait. I want to see what they do leading up to that. Thank you guys. We appreciate our support. Live tweets. You joined us earlier for NXT live tweets. We appreciate it so greatly. Somebody called me and I'm pissed. I forgot where I was at. Yeah, great show. always is, don't watch this. Then watch the Survivor Series. They have another one coming up in January for the Royal Rumble weekend. It's gonna outdo the Royal Rumble again. Hopefully they don't do a NXT Royal Rumble type thing, because it was shit on the Royal Rumble. They do everything better. That's it. Thank you guys for the support. Join us earlier with the live tweets for NXT. We have Raw, SmackDown, all those 205 live soon. I don't know who's gonna be tweeting that. Probably won't be me. Whoever tweet SmackDown that day will probably be the one that tweets it. Live tweets 205 live, which the first episode is gonna have Brian Kendrick versus Rich Swann for the Cruiserweight Championship. That should be very exciting. Hopefully they cut them loose a little bit. That's it. Thank you guys. I'll catch you guys next time. Hopefully I sound better.
Make sure to follow us on Twitter at Internet Smarks1 for all news, rumors, and updates for everything WWE, as well as live tweets for all WWE programming.